Okay. All right, so folks are coming in here pretty quickly. Everything that I'm saying, I'm also going to put into the chat as well. So welcome to this virtual college fair. We are so happy to have you, whether it is watching us live or watching this recording. We have 6 amazing institutions and experts to talk to you about their institution in 6 minutes, which is not a lot of time. So paying attention and looking in that chat for some important information is going to be vital. If you have a question during this 45-minute session, I highly suggest using that Q&A that's either at the top or bottom of your screen. You'll be able to ask a question to one of the institutions, or you can make it a blanking question and ask everyone. If you can specify, it makes it a lot easier. So definitely take advantage of that Q&A button at the top or bottom of your screen. There is another session tonight after this one, and there are more sessions tomorrow, so make sure to sign up for those. A recording of this is available at StriveScan's website. I'll put that link into the chat as well. So being mindful of time, we are going to kick it off with Barton College.
There we go. Thank you so much. My name is Caitlin Kasuda. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions at Barton College. So thank you for joining us today. I'm just going to talk a little bit about Barton and give you some of the overview of our school. So we are a small private liberal arts college located in Wilson, North Carolina. We have pretty small campus, so we're just over 1,100 students. Our average class size is 17 students, and our student faculty ratio is 13:1. So we are pretty small, but we do have a great campus located in Wilson, so right in between the 2 big cities. These are some of our undergraduate majors. We do have a great list here. Some of our popular ones being education, business administration, criminology, and criminal justice. So if any of those are familiar for you or something that you're interested in, definitely check out this list or our website. We do have some very interesting programs too, like public relations, broadcast video, gerontology is something that's really interesting to study, as well as our master's programs as well. So we do have an MBA, we have a master's of science in criminology and criminal justice and kinesiology. So brand new programs to our school, but definitely something to look at if you're interested in going in those areas. So hopefully you find something familiar that's on this list of programs that you might be interested in. And then you're welcome to screenshot that as well. Next, we've got our athletics. So we've got a big list of athletics here, men's and women's. We recently added football, so that's become new for us and been a really awesome thing that we've added at Barton, along with a new stadium. We do have cheer and dance as well too. So if any of these sports are is something you're interested in, we are Division II athletics. So the coaches' information, everything about our sports and programs that are going on now are on our website. So definitely reach out to a coach if that's something you're interested in. We are Division II, located in the Southeast region with Conference Carolinas. Like I said, football is our newest sport, so definitely check that out. They've been having a great season so far. Next, we have some of our co-curricular programs here at Barton. These are programs that we've added or something that you can do outside of athletics, outside of your academics in general. So if you play an instrument, we have a pep band. If you're an esports fanatic, that's something that's really big right now. And most of these programs do offer scholarships as well. If you have AVID at your high school, we have the college version of that. If you are in Air Force ROTC right now, we have a great program leading in for that. Or if you're just wanting to be a leader, if you are part of some great clubs at your high school, want to continue that in college, our Presidential Leadership Fellows is a great program for you to be a part of and expand upon your leadership skills as well. And Nursing Scholars, that's an early entrance program into our nursing program as well. So that's really interested with nursing being a big major for us. This is our quick admissions process. So right now we are test optional. It is listed on the screen. However, if you did not have a chance to take the test scores or you do not want to submit them, we will put you through test optional. So right now our application is free, and then we just need your high school transcript. So once you submit that, we'll be able to give you an admissions decision based on our rolling admissions. So we don't have any specific deadlines for students. And like I said, we are test optional. However, if we do you feel the need to request more information, we may ask for test scores depending on your GPA. Same with letters of recommendation. So we may ask for those in addition to your transcript if we see that your GPA is not at our minimum, or if we think it could help with some potential scholarship opportunities as well. But otherwise, free application, and you can submit your transcript to move forward with test optional. These are our merit scholarships and a little bit about financial aid. So our top 2 scholarships are the Presidential and Trustee Merit Scholarship. These are per year scholarship. So if you receive the top scholarship for $16,000, that is awarded every year that you're at Barton. And then if you're accepted at Barton, you will receive a merit scholarship. So that's something that's great about our students. You don't have to apply separately for these scholarships. They will be awarded once you're accepted. So something to look forward to if you are admitted into Barton. And then we do recommend go ahead and doing the FAFSA that's open, because that can only offer more scholarship opportunities for you at Barton as well. And that about wraps it up. It was very quick, but this is a QR code that you can scan for more information. And so there is our office information as well at the bottom, as long as our social media. Once again, my name is Caitlin. I'll drop some more information in the chat, but that's just a quick overview of Barton and what you can look forward to as a student. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Next up, we have Methodist University.
All right. Let's see. All right, gonna get this going for y'all. All right. So just a little bit about Methodist. We have been around since the 1950s. So we're a smaller school, would have been around for a while. What's interesting about Methodist is if you know anybody who's attended, or if you ever hear parents or maybe grandparents talk about it, Methodist used to be Methodist College. So if you ever hear any reference to that, we were historically Methodist College, and then in kind of those early 2000s changed to Methodist University. So at this point, we were able to offer some of our graduate programs, and then kind of combine those colleges under some of the different programs that you see listed here. So College of Arts, Humanities, and Sciences, Business Technology. So all that means is those majors were just kind of packaged neatly into those different academic departments. So been around for a while. I love to share a little bit about our history, because some folks don't know kind of that we've been around for as long as we have. So we are located in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We've got our total enrollment is just over 2,000, but I like to say kind of the students that you're interacting with on a day-to-day basis, those students who are on campus that you're seeing day in and day out, whether they're commuters or residential students, there are about 1,600 or so of them. We do have 20 different Division III athletic teams. So although we don't offer scholarship money, our merit and academic awards tend to be pretty good. So our coaches do recruit. So if you've been, contacted by one of our coaches, there's certainly still some good opportunity there, to not only play a sport, but also get some academic money as well to help kind of make your education more affordable. We've got about 80 plus different majors, minors, ways that you can kind of mix those around and what best suits you and what you're considering for your career and kind of future goals. Our student faculty ratio, again, that sort of small liberal arts school, about 12-1. And then the diversity is something that I am very proud of. Being in admissions for a long time, sometimes you don't see quite the same diversity numbers, but we have a lot of representation from across the United States and then across the country as well. So you're definitely going to meet some really interesting people and learn about some different cultures during your time on campus. All right, so as far as the academics, we've got a lot of different choices that I was mentioning. Some of the more common ones that students tend to consider are going to be things like business, criminal justice. Nursing, of course, is very popular. You'll probably hear that quite a few times tonight. What's interesting about Methodist is we do have some programs that are really tailored to some very specific fields. So things like exercise sport science, kinesiology, We've got engineering and industrial and systems engineering. So that's kind of a very specific niche if you're considering an engineering field. But also our professional golf management, professional tennis management as well. If you're at all interested in, events or sports, those sorts of things, we've got some really great programs there, event management, those sorts of things. So really good options for you that are just a little bit different than what you might find at some other schools. But of course, we have the traditional majors as well. As far as kind of those enrichment opportunities, of course, we've got our honors program, our first year experience at Methodist. We've got support in our tutoring center and our writing center. And then, of course, any access that you might need to disability services. And then our pathways. So these are really interesting. If you're really passionate or interested in leadership, that's something that you can really hone in on while you're at Methodist and really kind of engage that way. The community engagement piece, that global education, I was talking about students from all across the world and the country. And then research and creativity is going to be pushed and encouraged during your time on campus. So if those are things that sound interesting to you, we have got you covered. Our freshman profile. So typically we're going to get, just under about 3,000 applications. We're going to admit about 60 to 70% of those students. And then of the students who were admitted, this year we ended up enrolling a class of just over 400 students. So it was one of our largest classes in a number of years. So we've been really excited to kind of see that growth and what that's looked like for Methodist and for our incoming freshmen. The average GPA, this is a weighted GPA. So 3.5 is, kind of a good number to remember. Middle 50%, most of our students are coming in between about a 3 and a 4 GPA. And those test scores, I will say they're a little skewed because we are not requiring SAT or ACT. Those are optional. So these are the test scores of this past year. So of those students who reported, these are kind of where our middle 50% of students fell. I know there's a lot of information on this slide. I'm going to condense it for you. So if you're interested in Methodist, you apply at CFNC. You can send your transcripts officially or unofficially. We will accept either of those to consider you for admissions. And then should you decide to enroll, we will then ask for your official transcripts. I mentioned we're test optional. If those test scores or those transcripts, if anything's a little bit low, we may dig a little bit further into your transcripts. So really looking at those academic courses, those English, math, science, social sciences. So we might look a little bit closer at what that GPA looks like. And then I do want to point out kind of those scholarships that are listed here on the bottom. So we do have sort of a range of scholarships. If your SAT or ACT is pretty competitive, so 22, 1100, we encourage you to send those test scores in. It's only going to get you a little bit more money. So if you're in that range or above those ranges, we would encourage you to send those test scores in. All right. And then I know that my time is running short, so I'm going to put some links in the chat. This is our team. We are super excited to possibly work with you. So we encourage you to come visit campus as you have time. We are open and we would love to see you at MU.
All right. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Eckerd College.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm going to share my screen really quick. All right. Hello, my name is Stephen Douglas. I'm an admission counselor at Eckerd. This is a picture of our campus. It's an aerial shot. Dive right in. Oh. It's a quick video that's really just a picture. So this is our geographic reach at Eckerd. As you'll see, it's pretty extensive. Our students are traveling on average 1,000 miles to come to campus. So that's roughly 4 times national average. And these numbers are a little bit outdated. We have 49 states. And yeah, so about 22% of our students are in state as well. next is our academic calendar. And so we have a 4-1-4 academic calendar. Eckerd was one of the first schools to implement this sort of calendar. And so that each number value is emblematic of how many courses you'll be taking. So for instance, you'll be taking 4 in the fall, 1 in the winter or month of January, that is, and then 4 in the spring. And, you know, a lot of students travel abroad at Eckerd. That's a really integral part of the liberal arts education. And, you know, students will come and have aspirations of spending a semester or a year abroad, and they end up falling in love with the campus and the community here. And so this is where our calendar enters, and a lot of students will pivot to spending that month of January, that winter term abroad. And so usually professors will be offering trips to various places in the world, and you would just spend the month of January there with them, studying a specific topic. Furthermore, we still offer, you know, your standard semester abroad or year abroad programs, and we also partner with a program called C Semester as well. And you know, we partner with 300 universities globally to study abroad. And transitioning to our autumn term. So as I just mentioned, the typical calendar will look like a 4-1-4. However, your first year, it'll look more like a 1-4-4. So that means, you know, that's the autumn term. So first year students will come 3 weeks early, and it'll just be, you know, your first year students on campus, with the exception of course, faculty and staff, and then some upperclassmen of leaderships, say the president and maybe RAs and these sort of positions. And so this serves as not only the orientation period, because we don't have a weekend during the summer students come, it's just built in here. So you'll be taking your first college course, which is a legitimate semester-long course smashed up into 3 weeks. So that means you'll be meeting Monday through Friday, 9 to noon. You'll also be doing, you know, your different orientation events, and you'll be going to see speakers and all these sorts of things. But we pretty much find it as, you know, a really helpful period to our first year students. One, given that, you know, our students are traveling from quite a bit of ways typically, but before the fall semester starts and gets really busy really quickly, one, our students, you know, you'll be already oriented to college level thinking with your first college class under your belt. You'll have an understanding of the layout of campus and where the library is and how to print and all these sorts of questions. And then as well, you'll already have some friends, which is comforting, and just overall really helps with our students' transition to college. So these are our areas of study, and please feel free to take a picture of this. Everything marked by an asterisk is offered only as a minor though. Here's a picture of campus. This is our beach on campus. You'll see here, it is a spot that lots of students like to hang out. It's almost routine that most nights of the week, students will gather here and watch sunset, throw frisbee, hang out, take a break from homework, de-stress, and just have a fun time. So you'll see pictured there is a dog. So we do allow pets on campus. Eckerd was actually the first college to allow dogs on campus, and that really proliferated to a whole range of animals. So it's not uncommon to see students walking around with parrots on their shoulders or snakes wrapped around their arms. Right down the sidewalk from the beach is the waterfront, which is pictured here. It's one of the more extensive collegiate waterfront programs in the country as well. You know, you pretty much rent, you name it, we have it for the most part, you know, kayaks, paddle boards, a bunch of different kinds of sailboats, even motorboats to do wakeboard trips and tubing, water skiing, as well as camping gear. And we lead camping trips out of it, you know, to the nearby springs or rivers, or even down to the Everglades and then these sorts of things. Now, our application, we are on the Common App, and we are also have our own specific Eckerd application. We're going to require official transcript, not required SAT scores this year because we are test optional. We need one letter of recommendation, which is academically sourced. We have early action, which is non-binding. And then we also have rolling admission. Lastly, I'll end it here with a quote from this book that we're a part of. We're really proud to be a part of. It's called Colleges That Change Lives. Eckerd might seem, oh no, my Eckerd might seem like the perfect spot for an easy college career, 4 years marked by sun, surf, and sand. But if you're looking for a vacation, you should enroll elsewhere. And I'd like to have that at the end just because of the disposition of this presentation. It looks like a very chill and fun spot. We have a beach on campus without pets and all these sorts of things. But, you know, we also like to show that, you know, our students are academically motivated and driven, and it's not just a 4-year party. So thank you very much. Take care.
All right, thank you. Next up, we have Winston-Salem State University.
Good evening, everyone. I am going to share my screen. Good evening. My name is Reginald Jones from Winston-Salem State University. If you're not aware, we are an HBCU located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So I'm gonna give you a little background on our institution. So these are our current admissions requirements right now. So we're actually looking for a 2.7 GPA to be admitted. We are waiving test scores. I'll explain the information below in a second, but you just have to have a 2.7 GPA to be admitted. So if you have below a 2.7, so if you're in that 2.5 to 2.69 GPA range, you can be admitted if you are top 35%, or you can submit test scores. So if we're going to be looking for a test score of SAT 1010 or higher, or an ACT of 19 or higher. And of course, we'll be looking for minimum course requirements, which inquire 4 units of English, 4 units of math, 2 consecutive units of foreign languages, and 2 units of social science, and 3 units of science. How you can apply. So 1, we are part of the CFSC week. So the free application week, you can apply during that week, and you can still apply through our WSSU RAM portal, which is on our website. So with that portal, it'll actually show you what documents we may be missing, or if you have a decision already to be viewed, you can view that on the WSSU portal. These are our areas of study. As you can see, we're in arts, business, communications, education, health, social justice, and STEM. Now with that STEM program, we do not offer engineering, but we do have computer science and information technology. Our top 3 majors here at WSSU, we're really known for our nursing program. We're actually top in the state of North Carolina for our nursing program. And then we also have a great business administration program. Students, 90% of those students graduate with an actual job opportunity before actually walking across the stage. And we also start off as a teacher's college. So we have all education majors here at WSSU. And this is just a few points of pride. So to show that we are a small institution, you can see our population is around 6,000 students. So you'll have that 14:1 student teacher ratio. So it'll be an easy transition from high school to college in those classrooms for you. So it'll seem seamless. Those that are into athletics, we are Division II CIAA. So these are our women and men's sports that we do have on campus. And I'll give you a second to review those. And we also are offering a merit scholarship. So to be a part of the merit scholarship, or to apply for that merit scholarship, you do have to apply, and you have to be admitted by the university before applying to the program. You do have to have a 3.75 GPA or higher and be top 25% of your class. Now we'll intend you having 2 recommendation letters, and then also you doing 2 essay questions as well. You'll see the deadline is December 1st. So you have to be admitted into the university prior to applying to the scholarship. So I will go ahead and say get those applications in now, so that you can get that letter back, so that you can go ahead and start the application. As you can see, our motto is "Enter to learn, to depart to serve." And as you can see, also our quote now is "to be the next." So we're offering our students to be the next entrepreneur and teacher, business leader, innovator, anything that you plan on being. We are here at WSSU to assist. I'm going to leave my contact here, and I'll also drop some more information in the Q&A as well. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And it was great talking with you all.
All right, thank you. Next up, we have Coastal Carolina Community College.
Hi there, I am trying to load myself. I do apologize, you guys. I have been under the weather and I have taken over someone else.
Heather, I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Can you hear me?
There's no sound. Okay, we're going to skip that and hopefully go back to it. Next up, we'll have East Carolina University.
Good evening, everyone. Give me 1 second to share my screen. My name is Emily Schultz. I am one of the regional admissions counselors for East Carolina University. And I'm going to share some information about ECU with you tonight. We are located in Greenville, North Carolina, and we currently offer 87 bachelor's degrees. So we have one of the widest spectrums of degree programs in the entire state of North Carolina, with over 400 majors, minors, and concentrations total. And where ECU really excels is in your opportunity to learn and to grow and succeed in college. So here are a few quick facts about ECU. We currently have over 28,000 students, as well as about 4,100 students who came into ECU as freshmen last year. Students come to ECU from all 100 counties in North Carolina, as well as 47 states and DC and 99 countries. And ECU does really pride ourselves on our commitment to diversity and inclusion. We have won the HEED Award, which is recognizing universities for diversity for the past 10 years. I did mention one of my colleagues, Dr. Justine Okerson, is also answering questions in the chat. So if you have questions about ECU, she will answer those while I'm talking. Another fun fact about ECU is that we are the only university in North Carolina with a medical school, a dental school, and a college of engineering all in one location. We have several undergraduate majors, like I mentioned before, and those are offered through 8 of our 12 colleges and schools. We are really known for our nursing program, like many of the universities this evening, but we also have the largest college of allied health sciences in the state of North Carolina, as well as the largest college of business. We were also founded as a teachers college back in 1907, so we have some really strong education programs as well. More than 20% of ECU undergraduates do some sort of hands-on research outside of the classroom. And we also have a 19-to-1 student to faculty ratio at ECU. So we do try to keep a lot of our classes interactive. At ECU, student experience is really important. So we have over 500 student organizations that you can be a part of. This includes academic, social, volunteer organizations, campus ministries, Greek life. We have 30 intramural programs and over 31 club sports at ECU for you to get involved with. We also have a lot of pirate pride in Greenville and around the university. We have 18 Division I sports teams, and we are in the athletic conference. We're the only North Carolina school in the AAC, and students do get free tickets to all of our regular season home games. So that's a really cool part of being a student at ECU. Campus life is also really vibrant. So we have 16 residence halls on campus located in 3 separate neighborhoods. We have over 25 dining venues, and that includes 2 all-you-can-eat dining halls. You can go in there as many times a day as you want, as well as national restaurant chains like Chick-fil-A. We have Raising Cane's and Starbucks, and they all take your meal plan. One of the really awesome opportunities at ECU is through our Honors College. So the big benefit to our honors program is the scholarship. So as you see on the screen, the EC Scholars, the Chancellor's Fellows, and Centennial Fellows are all levels of scholarship through our Honors College. And what's really nice is that all 200 freshmen that come into our honors program every year do receive a scholarship, but they also have experiential learning opportunities. So they all get to live together in one of our residence halls on campus and have additional study abroad, research, and internship opportunities, as well as registration. So this year, for any seniors or parents of seniors, for students to be honors eligible, you must have at least a 3.5 unweighted GPA or a 4.0 weighted GPA, and you must submit your ECU application on or before October 18th, along with your high school transcripts. That's really important to make sure that you get that all submitted, because that is next week. So just make sure that you get that in as soon as possible. Then you have until November 30th to apply to the Honors College if you are invited. The way that the admissions process at ECU works is that we make decisions on a rolling basis. So whenever you submit your application, we try to get you a decision in about 4 to 6 weeks. You can apply on Common App on CFNC or through our ECU website. To apply, you just need to submit your online application, which includes the essay, your application fee, and your official high school transcripts. We are not requiring test scores for admission this year, so you do not need to send those in. Last year, the middle 50% of our freshmen came in with about a 3.4 to a 3.7 unweighted GPA, but we do see students come in above and below that. That's just what we consider a competitive range. So some really important deadlines to keep in mind: October 18th in order to be honors eligible. December 15th is our scholarship eligibility deadline. So you must be an admitted student in order to apply for ECU scholarships. So December 15th is the last day that we can guarantee that you'll have time to be admitted, and then also submit the scholarship application, which is due on January 15th every year. And you want to make sure that you give yourself enough time to apply for those scholarships. And then finally, our final deadline is March 1st. So just make sure that you're submitting everything prior to that. If you're able to, I always just say, go ahead and apply early at ECU. There's no disadvantage to doing that. We also encourage you to submit your FAFSA, so your free application for federal student aid, as soon as possible, but our priority deadline for that is also March 1st. So just keep that day in your mind as an important deadline. We do offer financial aid to several students as well. So over 73% of our students do receive some form of financial aid. So again, just being aware of those scholarship and financial aid deadlines. And we definitely want you to visit campus. We do have an open house this Saturday. You can register on our website, and we offer campus tours every Monday through Friday, twice a day. And you can sign up for those on our website as well. And then finally, here is our admissions information. I'll put my contact information in the chat, but feel free to reach out to us at ECU Admissions, and we hope to see you soon in Pirate Nation. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We're going to try Coastal Carolina Community College.
Can you hear me?
It's really hard to hear you. So
Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. My name's Crystal Morris, actually. I'm one of the college navigators. And so we were having some difficulties getting some things through. So I'm going to try to share what I have on my screen to be able to get some information up if I can. Let me see. All right. Here we go. I think maybe you guys can see a little bit here.
Yes.
Let me go to the next. Okay, so here at Coastal Carolina Community College, you can complete your Associate in Arts or Associate in Science and be able to transfer to a 4-year institution. We are a community college. You can complete training in health sciences like dental hygiene, dental assisting, emergency medical science. We do have an associate's degree in nursing, licensed practical nursing, medical laboratory technology, and surgical technology. Also, we have industrial technology programs like HVAC, automotive systems, welding, as well as training in paralegal, office admin, and medical admin. We do have 2 specific transfer agreements with East Carolina University and UNC Wilmington. It's the Pirate Promise with East Carolina University and the Pathway to Excellence with UNC Wilmington. We partner with these. If you're in these programs, then you are guaranteed admission into the university once you've completed your associate's degree with us. And then you can definitely go to our website, coastalcarolina.edu, to find out more information about these programs. We do partner and have agreements with the North Carolina State University system that our Associate in Arts and Science and Fine Arts do transfer to these universities that are shown here on this diagram. As well as there's a few other programs that may be able to transfer to these. The Associate in Arts Teacher Prep and Science Teacher Prep are designed for seamless transfer to a four-year institution within North Carolina for students who are interested in earning a baccalaureate degree in education, such as Partnership Teach at East Carolina University. So we are offering that for our students. For our health sciences, we do offer the degrees, diplomas, and certificates in the dental assisting, dental hygiene, emergency medical science, medical lab tech. And for nursing, we have registered nurse, our associate's degree, or a licensed practical nurse as our diploma, and as well as surgical technology. We are offering traditional seated classes on campus, as well as our online distance learning, and we do offer hybrid classes, which over 50% of the contact hours are provided online. It's partial online, web-based, and as well as you are being able to come into the classroom and get help from teacher as well. So if you haven't already, make sure you complete the FAFSA for financial aid, and then you'd want to meet with one of our financial aid assistants to make sure everything's a go for that. And then we do also offer scholarships through our College Foundation, Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act, and MyCAA as other forms of financial aid here on campus. And this is just a little bit more about that. I'll give you a minute to look at that. But you can find out information about ways to pay for college on our website. Again, that's coastalcarolina.edu. So our applying for admission, the steps, you would want to complete the residency determination as through ncresidency.org. And then you'll complete an online application with us on our website. When you click on go into our website, you can click on the admissions tab, go to our admissions steps, and these will be listed. You'll also want to submit an official high school or high school equivalency transcript and any official college or university transcripts that you may have had previously. All right, that is the information that I have for you guys. Thank you so much, and we look forward to hearing from you at Coastal Carolina Community College.
All right, thank you. If I could have everyone turn their camera back on, we're going to go through a question in the same order, starting with Barton College. Just sharing my screen here. All right. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? Again, starting with Barton.
Yeah, that's a great question. One thing that I tell a lot of students is if you're able to visit every school that you're interested in, or visit as much as you can, however you're able to, driving, flying, wherever you're at, we will most likely give you something free. And you'll probably get a free meal out of it. And so if you're able to, that's the best way that you're going to know, okay, I can see myself here, I can fit here. And usually visiting is free. Like I said, we'll give you some free stuff, but that's how you're really going to know, okay, is this too small? Is this too big? Do I even like the athletic team here? Is it too far of a drive from my house? So you'll really get to kind of have all those questions answered and really get a feel for, okay, I can see myself walking around this campus. So highly recommend visiting, and it's a great way to meet your awesome admissions counselors that we have here.
All right, so my piece of advice would be, if you're looking at, if you're considering smaller, maybe private schools, don't let the price tag of any of the schools that you're looking at intimidate you or scare you. Even if you're looking at out-of-state schools, sometimes they're different schools, you don't know what they're able to do, what kind of grants they have offered to them regionally, where they're able to help students. So, that's usually my biggest thing, is if you're interested in a smaller school, but it's private and the price tag has you nervous, go through that process anyway, complete the FAFSA, let that school kind of come back with, with what their offer, their financial aid offer would be, because a lot of times we're able to make it pretty competitive with some of the public schools as well. So it's my little private school plug for you.
I would echo Caitlin as well, and add a little bit more. I would say, definitely visiting the school is really important, but also the surrounding community. So maybe that's the city or just the area in general, because oftentimes you're not just going to be taking classes and hanging out on campus, but while you'll be spending lots of time there, you'll also be spending time in the surrounding area and getting familiar with it, thinking maybe is this a place you could live for 4 or more years. I would say is really important as well.
My piece would be definitely look at the school where you want to go as far as your majors. That's one big thing I know of when I was looking at different colleges. What programs that offered, just because the school could have been a great university, but they didn't offer my program. So that's one tidbit I would definitely say. Make sure the university has a program, and then all these universities, or most of us, had nursing programs. See which nursing program is nursing is your major best fits for you, whether it's opportunities, scholarships, or even location. So definitely just look at that major that you're looking into.
Okay, yes, I would say that all the other schools you've heard about are fantastic options, but if you're unsure what you're wanting to start with, and starting at Coastal Carolina Community College is you can get a better idea of what you might want to do. It's a cost-effective alternative way that you can have a great transition to any of these colleges.
So my final piece of advice, I guess, would be to do your own research. I think a lot of times you might hear a school and come up with your own misconceptions, or you've heard something from a friend whose cousin's brother's uncle went to the school maybe 30 years ago, but those things aren't relevant anymore. So I would say, start doing some research and reaching out to all of us. The admissions counselors are a really great resource. This is what we are here for. We want to help you with your search process. And just a lot of us have virtual appointments, in-person appointments. Call us because that's really what we want to help you do, is get your questions answered when you're searching for colleges. And it's never too early to start. I know we have a freshman who's watching tonight. So definitely, visit when you're a freshman. I think that's great.
Yeah, I will echo what Emily said. That's usually what I always try to plug at the end, is just reach out to these folks. These are the experts. This is what they're here for. They're trying to find the right fit for you and answer questions to help guide you. So please reach out to these folks and make sure you grab their information out of the chat, or if you missed it, this is recorded and it will be on StriveScan's website. So thank you to our experts, to our panelists for sharing their knowledge in such a short little crunch of 6 minutes. When you're leaving, if you're here live, there is a quick 5-minute survey that will appear. There are more sessions to sign up either right after this one or tomorrow. So please make sure you sign up for that. And again, a recording is at StriveScan. Thank you again. Best of luck finding the right fit for you. I know you will, and have a safe and wonderful evening.